Welcome back to Morning Markets on Wednesday, the 27th of October. Looking first at equity markets in sterling terms, yesterday the FTSE 100 was up 0.75%, the US S&P 500 up 0.18%, the Nasdaq up around 6 basis points. In terms of Europe was positive yesterday, up 0.9%. In Asia, outside of Japan, it was relatively flat. It was down around 7 basis points, but China was a big aspect of that. China was down around 1.5%. So you've got a number of regulatory developments which are leading to a bit more volatility in this aspect of the market. Japan was positive yesterday, up 1.8%. In terms of bonds, bond yields in the UK 10-year were at 1.1%, so down 3.4 basis points. In the US, the 10-year Treasury yield was at 1.61%, so in 2.3 basis points, so movements in on yields are positive for bond prices. And the 10-year German bond yield was in around 0.3 of a basis point, so relatively flat on the day. 10-year bond yield at negative 0.12%. In terms of currency markets, the dollar was slightly stronger yesterday. It was up around 0.1% against a basket of international currencies. Sterling against the dollar was at 1.38. Sterling against the euro was at 1.19. In terms of commodity markets, the price of gold was slightly weaker. It was in around 0.8%, but in terms of oil, Brent crude prices continuing to push out. So you've got Brent crude prices up around 0.2% on the day, $83.15 dollars per barrel was the closing price there. In terms of UK gilts, they experienced a larger move, so again positive for bond prices as yields moderating. The yields were moderating really around expectations that the supply of gilts for the current fiscal year may moderate depending on the decision which is taken in the UK budget, which will be set out today. So we'll be discussing that more in morning markets. In the US, Treasuries across the maturity curve finished Tuesday on a mixed note yesterday. Attention is really focused at this point on pushing the fiscal spending plans through. So yesterday we had further signals from Democratic lawmakers that we are at the later stages of that deal. So the US dollar was slightly stronger on the day. A number of very strong earnings reports coming out of the US. So far for the third quarter of 2021, 166 of the top 500 US companies have reported. The majority of the companies which have reported being technology and financial firms. And they're seeing strong sales growth and strong earnings growth. In terms of names which you will be very familiar with, you've got Microsoft. Total revenue was up 22% higher year on year for the quarter. So this is the fastest pace of growth since 2018. And net income growth of 48%. The firm continuing to see very strong growth within the Azure and the cloud-based services arm of the businesses, and a pickup in news and advertising revenues. The share price was up around 2% on the day. You've seen that share price actually 39% higher throughout 2021 so far. In terms of Alphabet, or Google as it's more familiarly known, results were stronger than analysts were expecting in terms of revenue and profit growth. Advertising revenue was 43% higher year on year for the quarter. Revenues in the cloud-based division were also up around 45%. So this is an area of the business which the firm have been investing heavily in to catch up with Microsoft Azure and also the Amazon Web Service platform. Visa, an example of a company which is really benefiting from the moderation of COVID restrictions. Reason being, it allows more international transactions, more international travel to take place cross-border. Cross-border transactions tend to be more profitable for the firm as they can charge a higher fee. But they, as you would expect, put a number of emphasis on the need for the continued relaxation and the pickup in international travel to continue. Visa reported earnings of $1.62 per share and a 45% jump from 1 year prior, and sales of $6.6 billion, a 29% increase over the same period. Thank you very much for watching. We look forward to bringing you up to date tomorrow here on Morning Markets.
Subscribing to the True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to the channel on your desktop or through the YouTube app on your phone and click the subscribe button. You can then press the notification bell symbol if you wish to be notified as and when new videos are released. Doing this is a great way to keep yourself updated with market developments and personal finance insights. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and we look forward to continuing to help you do more with your money.